Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. I am Rohmanawati from Postgraduate Program of Mathematics Education, Universitas 11 Maret, Surakarta, Indonesia. Here, I will explain my paper titled Student Mathematical Communication Ability based on Kolb learning style of assimilator and accommodator type. For the first is the introduction. Point 1. Communication is an important part of mathematics and mathematical learning because through communication students can filter ideas and clarify their understanding. Point 2. Students have different level of ability in understand and absorbing learning material. The different code affect the way students in gaining information while studying. Point 3. Learning style is a way of someone in accepting, absorbing, and processing information. The learning style that emphasizes the information processing is Kolb learning style. Point 4. Teachers need to analyze their student learning style to obtain information that could help them to be more helpful in understanding different in the class and could perform more meaningful learning. Next is the method used in my research. This research used the qualitative descriptive method. The subject of the research consisted of 2 junior high school students who were selected using purposive sampling. The instruments used in the research were Kolb learning style questionnaire and a mathematical communication test. Then, the result and discussion. The following are the results of student work with the assimilator type of learning style. Based on the picture beside, for the first question is, find the length of the radius of the circle. Point 1. Student did not investigate what was known instead from the problem in the form of symbol or mathematical notation. So, the problem-solving tool indicator is not fulfilled. Point 2. Student can represent ideas from the problem in the form of drawing correctly. This means the representation of the indicator is well fulfilled. Point 3. In the alternative solution indicator, the student could explain the relation of mathematical ideas from the drawing that have been made to solve the problem according to mathematical rules. The student can resolve the problem with coherent and systematic problem-solving steps. Then, for the second question is, find the length of common tangent between two circles and find the shaded area in the drawing. Point 1. Student did not investigate what is known instead from the problem in the form of symbol or mathematical notation. Therefore, the problem-solving tool indicator is not fulfilled. Point 2. In the representation indicator, the student represented the ideas in the form of drawing well. Point 3. In the alternative solution, the student correctly find the length of common tangent between circles. The completion procedure used by the student is true and correct. Nonetheless, the shaded area in the drawing is not quite right. This could result in the mistake in applying a formula to determine the shaded area region. Then, for the result of student work with accommodator type learning style as follows. Based on the picture beside, for the first question is, find the length of the radius of the circle. Point 1. So that the student understood what is known in the problem and wrote it down in mathematical notation well. Point 2. In the representation indicator, the student represented ideas in the form of drawing correctly. Point 3. In the alternative solution indicator, the used problem-solving procedure was not right. The student made a mistake in understanding the concept of the tangent of two circles, so the used formula was also wrong. Then, for the second question is, find the length of common tangent between two circles and find the shaded area in the drawing. Point 1. Show that the student understood what is known in the problem and state in mathematical notation. Point 2. In the representation indicator, the student presented ideas in the form of drawing well. Point 3. In the alternative solution indicator, in solving the problem, the student made a mistake in understanding the concept and did not analyze the drawing well. Then, based on the result and the discussion, it can be concluded that Kolb learning style greatly affect student mathematical communication skill ability. Every type of learning style of student has different mathematical communication ability. The results show that the student with the assimilator type of learning style more master in terms of describing the problem situation in the form of geometry and using mathematical solution related to the analysis of other form. While the student with accommodator type of learning style more mastered in investigating what is known and describe the problem situation in the form of geometry. Thus, the explanation of my paper. If there are errors and shortcomings in my presentation, I apologize. That's all and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.